guys. All right, it's time for at-home workout number 39. Today is going to be a HIIT Bootcamp workout. The lower body circuit is going to focus on hamstrings, and the upper body circuit is going to focus on biceps and shoulders. But before we do all that, we have to start with a warm-up. So we're going to start with 10 burpee mountain climbers. So you're going to jump up, you're going to do 6 mountain climbers. Each one will count, so it'll look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jump up again, that'll be 1 rep. You're going to do 10 of those total. You're going to do 30 plank jacks, 12 squat jacks, and 30 seconds of butt kickers. All right, let's get started. For this first exercise in the lower body circuit, you're going to do a deadlift into a single leg deadlift. So starting with feet pretty far apart, slight bend in the knees, you're going to do a deadlift, push those hips back, upward pelvic tilt, get a big stretch in the hamstrings. Then you're going to come up, shift the weights, and do a single leg deadlift on one leg. So notice I'm only doing single leg deadlifts on my right leg. So it's a 1-1 count, you go to 12. Then, as soon as you hit 12, you're going to start all over again right here with another deadlift. And then I'm going into another single leg, but this time it's going to be a 1-1 count to 12 all on the other leg. For this next exercise, you're going to do a 10-second elevated single leg bridge hold into 10 single leg bridge pulses for 3 rounds. So you can see I've got my foot elevated. I was just holding a high bridge, core and glutes tight for a nice slow 10-second count. Once I count to 10, I go right into 10 single leg bridges. Then once I hit 10, I'm gonna go back to a hold, and I'm gonna hold for another 10 seconds, then bridge another 10, then do a third, hold 10, bridge 10. Then I switch legs and do 3 rounds on the other leg. For this next exercise, you're doing single arm swings. So holding one heavy weight in a nice deadlift stance, you're going to swing that weight down, let your hips hinge back, stretch out the hamstring. Then with your core and glutes tight, thrust your hips forward to bring that weight up just about shoulder height. You're going to do 15 one arm, then switch, no break, and immediately go into 15 on the other arm. For the next exercise, you're going to do hamstring walkouts. So starting in a bridge with your hips high, core and glutes tight, on your toes, you're going to take tiny little baby steps and walk your feet out as far as possible. Then when your legs are all the way out, you switch and transition the weight so it's in your heels. And with the weight in your heels, you take tiny little baby steps to walk your feet all the way back in. Again, hips stay high the whole time. So all the way out, then all the way back in is 1 rep. You're going to go to 10. Again, start on the toes to walk it out. Once you get all the way out, shift the weight to the heels to walk it back in. For our final exercise in the lower body circuit, you're doing side obliques. Holding a heavy weight, let that weight drop down along your side, get a big stretch in your obliques on the opposite side. Then with your core tight, bring your body back up to standing. You're gonna do 15 each side. And this was the lower body circuit. You're gonna take a break for water, then repeat 1 to 2 more times. And we're on to the upper body circuit. So your first exercise is around the world curls. Holding a heavy weight with 2 hands, you're gonna keep your elbows pressed against your rib cage, curl that weight up to one shoulder, circle it around, elbows in tight, and uncurl. That's 1 rep. You're gonna keep rotating back the way you came. You are gonna do 12 of these total. Our next exercise is alternating arm shoulder swings. So with heavy weights in each hand, you're gonna keep your core tight as you swing one weight pretty far across your body, then the other weight. You are going to want to rotate your torso a lot as you do this, so really focus on keeping your core tight. With a 1-1 count, you're going to go to 12. For the next exercise, you're gonna do a hammer curl into an upright row. So standing, core tight, you're gonna hammer curl those weights up, then hinge the hips back a little bit, switch your grip so your knuckles are facing out, and upright row those weights nice and high, getting your elbows up above your shoulders. This is going to be a 1-1 count. You're gonna go to 10. For our next exercise, you're gonna do a front curl into an Arnold from your knees. So, starting with heavy weights in hand, elbows pressed against your rib cage, you're gonna front curl both of those weights up. Then you're gonna complete an Arnold, so bringing the weights up and around, then down and in, and then an uncurl all the way back down. So that front curl into the Arnold is all 1 rep. You're gonna go to 12. The final exercise in the upper body circuit is overhead weight sit-ups. So holding a heavy weight with 2 hands, you're gonna swing that weight up over the knees, do a big sit-up, then bring that weight back down behind the head. And this was the circuit. Take a break for water, then repeat 1 to 2 more times.
Play a size, great job, everybody.